Dear viewers, I am Dr. Irfan and now I am present in Tianjin. Tianjin is the vibrant city which is hosting SCO, and of course it's an extraordinary and historical significant event being organized here. I have a very important and very famous international relation expert and political analyst with me, Mr.
Shiwei.
Shiwei. Mr. Shiwei is with me, and we will know, sir. Thank you for your
Thank
great
you for
time.
having me here.
Thank you very much. Sir, what do you think? Many global leaders are here. President of Russia, Putin is here. Prime Minister of Pakistan, Shahbaz Sharif here. Narendra Modi is here, and many other global leaders are here, including the United Nations Secretary General. So, how do you think? What would be the outcome of this great activity? Because it's a historical activity in the history of SCO
Yeah,
organization.
as you mentioned, this is a historical why because it is the largest ever Shanghai Cooperation Organization summit held here in China in
Yes.
Tianjin, and we see, as you mentioned, we have so many global leaders and even including the UN Secretary General Guterres is here.
Yes.
So I think two issues are quite important. First is about the signals we would like to send, the strong signal that we would like to preserve the UN-centered global order, because today's world is not that stable and we are facing a lot of challenges, the traditional one and non-traditional one. For example, the challenges posed by the AI and other technologies. So that's
Yes.
why for the leaders of the SCO countries, we gather here in Tianjin, and we know we will sign and publish the Tianjin Declaration. That is a very important document, and also we will have another binding document, that is the strategic plan for the next decade. That will be the blueprint for this organization's development in the next 10 years. Because we know in the past 10 years in UFA summits in 2015 in Russia, we have
Yes.
laid out a political document for this strategic arrangement for the decades. And now the world is changing so quickly and with a lot of new technologies. So all these two documents are one of the major outcomes. And regarding the other issue, I think I would like to mention is we have so many leaders, we have so many multilateral meetings, and also for the bilateral meetings. So
Yes.
those will have help the countries to talk about what shall be prioritized in this kind of economic cooperation, and also
Yes.
for to tackle the climate change. So we have so many issues to talk, and that has echoes the essence of SCO. It is a more comprehensive platform and for the regional cooperation.
Yes, it's a very important point you highlighted in this interview. I just one more question and very important question. I noticed that everyone is China, either it's in government sector, either they're private people, they're media, they're intellectual. Everyone is willing and advocate of peace. So, can you tell me in this hostile environment overall, where few world powers are invading other countries, few are attacking other countries, many regional wars are ongoing. So, at this critical moment, how this SCO will play a role to engage the world powers for a long-lasting peace?
You raised a very important question. Actually, what I have heard for these days that the essence of this Shanghai Cooperation Organization and also the principles, for example, the mutual respect for the territorial integrity and sovereignty, and mutual respect on each other's domestic affairs and non-interference policy, and also for the mutual respect of their decisions, and also for the common prosperity. Those principles are pretty precious, especially when facing a lot of challenges in today's world, and we see so many conflicts and
Yes.
like the refugee crisis and also other issues that is not that so good for today's world and for people's daily life. And STO actually plays a very important role in regional security and stability, because we know with this kind of framework, we have the mechanism for the cross-border crime. We just give the punch to those kind of issues,
Yes.
and we also set some regulations and framework to have this kind of cross-border cooperation. So actually, from the Chinese philosophy that as long we need to have a very sound and reliable environment for development. That is the security and
Yes, yes, yes.
stability
And
is the
one,
foundation.
yes, sir, one relatable question to this question. China invited both traditional rivals at one stage. On the one side, Prime Minister of Pakistan is here. On the other side, Prime Minister of India is here. And you know there is a recent conflict between the both countries. So, what do you think, being a advocate of peace, being a peace-loving country and peace-loving policies of the President Xi Jinping, how this summit will play a role to engage these both traditional rivals on a same page?
I think we can look at it from two perspectives. One is that China has advocated for peace since the conflicts erupted, and China's foreign minister held talks with both foreign ministers in India and Pakistan to advocate for the peace.
Yes, sir.
Actually, China, because both are important neighbors for China, and the peace for the regional is very
And
important.
of course, China
Yeah.
can engage both and can.
I think this is the good opportunity. The
Good
second
opportunity,
is
of
because
course.
this is the
And
first
an
time
array of
both
hope.
leaders they attend on the same meeting, same summit.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, of course, of course. Then now I will go for my last question, but it's about the development. Yesterday I visited Tianjin port here. It's a very vibrant port, completely AI controlled. I must say it's something extraordinary, we can say. Very big cargo capacity, very big shipping area, all that, everything was amazing. So, can we, being a Pakistani partner, we can expect future Gwadar will be like this in near future?
I think you mentioned a very key part, and we know Tianjin port is one of the top 10 largest ports globally, and actually China is a very strong power in maritime trade, and I'm glad you mentioned about the Gwadar port, and I think one is about technology transfer, and we can collaborate on this issue, and as you visit the Luban workshop, that is
Yes.
the Chinese initiative for the vocational training, and it started here in Tianjin. I think that would be very important for the technology part. We need to educate young generation to obtain those skills, to operate those issues. And for the second one, I think is the manufacturing cooperation, because
Of course.
we know for the ports is to deliver cargoes, and all these issues they need a very strong manufacturing base as a foundation. And for the third issue, I think is about the shipping line cooperation, because we know Gwadar port is on a very strategic location, and it
Yes.
needs a lot of development to provide enough cargoes
Yes.
to transport. And so I think for all those issues, we need very detailed plans, and we need to very strict implementation, and then we will have the better results. For example, for Tianjin port, previously is the place to provide cargo is just nearby,
Yes.
but now with the better connectivity of the railway and other infrastructures, or for other neighboring provinces, even for like inland country like
Yes.
Mongolia and also the far east of Russia, they also can use Tianjin port as their terminal to connect with the world.
Exactly.
So actually, Gwadar also can play a very positive role for the inland country like Afghanistan. And
Yes.
I talked with your
Yes,
planning
yes.
minister, the extension of the CPAC to Afghanistan, and the Gwadar could be their gateway to the world.
Yes, of course, and you know, Gwadar port is has one more significance because it's, of course, it's important for Pakistan, but as well as it's important for China and being a true friend, and of course the role of China to developing CPEC and all that. So we are optimistic, being a Pakistani, that the way you developed Tianjin port, one day we will see the Gwadar port at this level.
Yes, we will. Let's do it together, and for the prosperity of the Gwadar port and the neighborhoods.
Of course. Thank you very much, sir, for your great time. Dear viewers, we will wait for your comments in the comment section. And I hope this summit SCO will draw new roadmap, new economic roadmap for the world. and for the long-lasting peace and sustainability in the region and in the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you.